Hello, my dear Scorpio. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between June 1st and June 15, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot with Zero Marketing, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and give us a clear view reading for my dear Scorpio viewers. So I want my dear Scorpio to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So, I also want to take the chance to tell you that Mars will transit from Gemini to Cancer June 1st, opposing Saturn going retrograde in Sagittarius. Venus will move from Aries to Taurus during this period, triangling Saturn, and will have a sextile connection to Mars during all this time. And we will also have a full moon in Sagittarius 9th of June, and Mercury moves from Taurus to Gemini, so it will be a lot of Sagittarius energy this month. Moon moves through your Scorpio sign June 5 till 7, so that can be an emotional time. You had the full moon in Scorpio 10th of May 10, and that might have been an emotional time for you as well. Page of Coins falling out. Page of Coins is about becoming your true self. It's also about messages from the divine due to dreams. The Page of Coins is also a student, and she has a mission. So, what are you studying? Okay. So, for my dear Scorpio, we have also a Page of Wands falling. Page of Wands is your fiery connection to your soul. It's your soul's longing for life and adventure in that life. The Page of Coins is a little bit more she's a little bit more calm. She just wants to do her work. She wants to be a good person, and she's like she wants to be of good service but the Page of Wands is more like a leader, a pioneer, needs to have it their own way. So might be a little conflict between those two energies within you or in a relationship perhaps. Okay, so I'll just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Scorpio, this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the first half of June 2017, but whenever you watch this, it's probably the exact right time to see it. So the first card for you is Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands is pure fire, as is the little fire page that fell out of the deck. Pure fire. So Ace of Wands is a step into maturity, taking responsibility for your own actions. You can't blame them on anyone else. Where you aim your energy, that is where you're going to have the results. So if you're aiming your energy towards what we could call bad things, you will kind of feed the dragon, the devilish dragon on your shoulder. If you're aiming your energy towards good thing and accomplishing good things, you will aim your energy into the more lighter angel dragon here on your other shoulder. So it's all about where you aim your energy. We can imagine this being a magnifying glass. Wherever you put your energy, both with thoughts and action, is going to be able to tell you what kind of future you are going to have, because our intention and our energy and our thoughts becomes the house we live in, and we are creators, so we need to take responsibility for this creation. Ace of Wands is having access to a vast amount of energy. It's just a question of where you want to aim it. Do you want to aim it into maybe complaining about life and figuring out what has been going wrong, or being childish, maybe blame other people for your mistakes? Or are you going to rise up to this? It's asking you to become mature and take responsibility for your own energy and to create something good from this, something that's pure you. So figure this out. For some of you, Scorpio, I feel there's like a rebellion going on with where you are a rebel without a cause. You don't know. You're just in opposition to the world, but you don't know what you actually want. So this could be a good moment in time where you actually could crystallize that out and find out what it is that you really want, how you want to spend your energy. So next card is Two of Cups. So Two of Cups seems to be about relationship and communication in relationship, also how you act within those relationship with this fiery energy. So you are fire, water, Scorpio. You are the transformation and ascendant sign. So it can be sometimes a little trouble for you to keep ahead over that fiery, passionate being that is you. So with Two of Cups, that is about creating harmony within your relationship, creating like beautiful communication, communication of love. So you can be optimistic for other people. You can help them and be of nourishment to them. And hopefully they will give this back. This is not always the case. And sometimes when that happens, we can become a little bit drained, and there's a place for putting up boundaries too, and to take a step back. But to be this, have this ignition and go into a relationship of any sort, like just talking with a friend, or meeting up with your lover or your partner, and go in there with this feeling of you having a responsibility, how this situation is going to end, is it's actually rather, I feel rather high energy with this. It's like you have every possibility to make things right if you just want to. So the Two of Cups is a connection between two people, some kind of attraction going on. You always attract a mirror to yourself. Look at the feedback you get from your surrounding. What kind of are people happy in your relationship, or are they sad? We have a Two of Wands here as well. So the Two of Wands is like two power doges. It's a very like tense moment in time where you need to make some kind of decision. It's this with the bad dragon and the good dragon again. Like, where do you want to go? How do you want to choose to aim your energy? You are like a magician. You can use this energy to play tricks or manipulate, or you can use it to manifest something beautiful. And of course, this manifesting is more hard because it's true magic. The other ones is just plays and tricks. So the Two of Wands is also about self-control. If you have decided upon, sometimes the Scorpio energy can be very playful, almost a little bit destructive, like this trickster energy, and you can use this to enhance your own energy, like build up on how smart you are and how you can trick or fool other people. Or you can use this energy to accomplish like greatness in the world. So it's much up to you. The greatness thing might be a little bit boring, more boring, not really having this this fire water energy in it, this element of surprise, and but the other road might be more beneficial for your soul to grow up actually, and to start taking responsibility for your own actions. There's a decision to be made here, and it's like sliding doors, and you have this in the past. So for some of you, this moment in time has already went went past. But for some of you watching in May, this could be happening right now. 1, 2, 2. It's like a little pause here, because it's like the divine wants to see if you can make what kind of choice you will make. And here you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is that everything is, you have all the tools on your disposal. This is you. You know a lot of things. Your soul has gone down in your body. This is your soul's longing, your soul's ignition. It's now like a halo around her head. So she has become the soul here. She also uses different tools. She has the past here in shape of human experience, her experience. So she is experienced, and she can use those experiences to know what is a good choice and what is a bad choice. She also have a pomegranate in the other hand. That's a lot of seeds. That's the seeds that she can sow in the ground for the future. To envision things, dream about things, manifest things, create things. But this is just tools. What she is her soul, her I in the I am. She have other tools too, and that's her emotion. The emotion from which she gets biofeedback from her body, and also subconscious messages from the divine. So you can get like a feeling in your stomach and knowing what to do or what not to do. And you also have the wise owl here in the shape of, it's air, element of air. So it's about thoughts, being able to use your wisdom, the wisdom with your thoughts. But all of these things, both your thoughts and your feelings, the past and the future, they are just tools. What she is here and now, like in the present moment, not considering so much about the past or the future or her expectations. And she knows that she doesn't have really true control. She does everything like in accordingly with the divine. She listens to what's the next step to take, but she knows that the outcome won't always be good for her in a way that it will make her feel content or happy, but it would always be the right thing for her to grow and to have the right kind of experience. And she don't take things personally. The High Priestess is very much like a person that's love themselves and respect themselves and feel her own vibration with the divine. So she doesn't need your approval. She doesn't need anyone's approval. So it's a two again. It's like you're standing like right here and grounding yourself into yourself. It's like you are becoming more and more this kind of spiritual being. Very much vibrating with the universe and the web of creation. So this is very good omen for being able to make the right decision, and not a decision out of trick and fun, but a decision that's for the whole. It's going to be like great for everyone. So the next card for you is Three of Wands. So you have every other card is a wand card. 1, 2, the last one is 3. Now it's open. When you have stabilized yourself, like in this temple, like very rock solid foundation to the earth. Because if your soul is going to come down here, you need to be very grounded, rock solid, not being thrown around by emotions or believing that all your thoughts and fears are real and getting anxiety and being agitated. The High Priestess she's not a drama queen. She's everything else but a drama queen. She doesn't go into reactive moods. So if you can be able to hold this kind of stability and be very calm and down to earth, there will come a solution for you. And Two of Wands is it's not open. You need to wait. It's something need to be done first. And now you have the High Priestess, you yourself, the self-love, the self-alignment, the belief in your own instincts, your own intuition. When you have that on board, you are ready to take this ship into some new realm. It might be within the relationship or in a creative endeavor. It's something where you're starting to build on your dreams, your true dreams. So the first step is taken already here in the past. We have a lot of twos here in the center. It's 2 of cups, 2 in love, 2 of wands, soul. So feelings and soul, and this is the high priestess that has integrated both those things and also the thoughts. That was in the past, and this is in the now. So the first card for you is a Knight of Coins. So Knight of Coins is this earthbound energy. We can see her here on the high priestess forehead that she has like this Taurus symbol, and this is Taurus. And this 2 horses, the 2 again, the 2 dragons, the 2 horses, the 2 Doges, the 2 of cups. So you're acting, it's like duality is very big in your life right now, and you need to check this duality. You might be like wobbling a little bit, like you want to go that way, but you also want to go that way. And it's because you need to explore all your options before you take this important step. The Knight of Coins is something, it's very stable, rock solid. So try to become more rock solid, try to become more down to earth, not being thrown around by dramatic people or dramatic inner emotions. And she is like everything that's you, and how you can get this connection through your body with the divine. And here the Knight of Coins starting to take the first step into the unknown. It's a beautiful forest here, into the unknown, step by step, here and now. He's always very present. He's a farmer, so he's very present here and now. He can be able to listen to the birds and feel his own breath and heartbeat. It's very silent out in the farmland, and he's putting the seed to the ground. So he's having a vision for the future. He's also taking the experience from his past to be able to get the best possible crop here. So he knows what doesn't work and what do work. He has got a lot of experience, and he will use this for his future, for building on his future. The dream that he has, and it's a longing from her soul here, what she wants to create, what she wants to manifest here on earth. So this is a very good card for planning and creating, but it's not hasty. So you need to have a lot of patience here and wait in like the next road sign, the next thing to do, to not rush into something, or to not end things too quickly, or to change things too quickly. Take time to breathe and let things like fall on its right place by its own accord, and then check what is it that you are supposed to do. The next card here is the Hangman. So the Hangman is again talking about patience, and it's again talking about spiritual growth, as with the High Priestess. This one is connected to the Empress, 2, 3, 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, so it's pregnancy. You are being pregnant, and this farmer. So there's something that's going to require a lot of time and patience on your end. It's very crucial that you do things right, and you need to look yourself in the mirror all the time, being able to see if this is the right way to do or the wrong way to do things. You can have like a question in your head, like it can be different for different people. Someone can say, what would someone that loved themselves do in this situation, that really loved themselves? What would I do if I really loved myself? You can also ask, what would kind of Jesus have done in this situation? What would Muhammad have done in this situation? Whatever suits you. What would Buddha have done in this situation? Like find out a person or an ideal person, an ideal state that you want to be in, and ask, how can I reach this ideal state with the choice I'm making right now? So the Hangman, it's like a spiritual trap here. You have according to the books, this is Neptune, but I'm getting the feeling of Uranus, since Uranus is very connected to the Hangman. The symbol of Uranus is actually a hangman, and Uranus is a strict teacher. It's about education, finding out. So here you are supposed to find out about yourself, who you really are. So you're stuck in a situation that's not going to move forward very quickly, because it's very crucial that you do every step like very in tuned. You are Scorpio, so you are a sign of transcendence. What you do is going to have like aftermath on the whole humanity. So become very aware, awake, and see yourself in the mirror, how you mirror yourself in others, their reaction to what you are doing. Try to be very aware and conscious, not without judging yourself, just adjusting, and becoming more and more yourself also. This is an initiation rite that you are going through after you have done this, that it's rather tricky and going to tear on your patience, and you are going to have like anxiety and feel, I want to have this now, I don't want to wait to the fall or next year, I want this now. And it seems to be within love, and to have maybe friendship or supportive system. You might feel a little bit lonely here. You need to let go of a lot of things. Sometimes you need to sacrifice old relationship that's not good for you, to let new love come in. I have had this tune on my mind for several days, and it's don't throw your love away, because you might need it someday. So this is about purifying yourself from the old that wasn't useful, all the codependent relationship, all the relationship where you needed to be in control. Here all the control is just going. You are not allowed to control anything, and you are not supposed to take things personally. This is a very unpersonified state. It's just about your spiritual growth, nothing else. No one is being mean to you. You are not a victim. This is just for your spiritual growth. It's a kind of challenge that will come with all the comfortable exits where you usually run and hide, or you use your different survival skills. These won't work at this time. So you're going to have to do something in another manner. And your ego, you see this sacrifice, it's ego going and leaving room for something greater. To feel humiliated, to feel anxious, to feel ashamed, to feel like you need other people's respect, or what would they think about you. This is all ego stuff. So all your worries, let them aside, and just let whatever be will be, because you don't have any control in this situation. You can only do what's like very grounded and like being a good servant, like giving up your will to the divine and trying to find out what it is that they want you to do, because this is like the needle's eye you are going through here, my dear Scorpio. So the next card, really central, is 5, the Fate card. So this is about human society and how we have built this human society together. It's families, it's foundations, it's school, it's monasteries, it's religion, it's society, authority, things like this. And it's like all the things that have control and order in our life. And the card is now Fate instead of the High Priestess or the Hierophant. So this is about trusting. It's a situation where you need a lot of trust to be able to make this decision, but because you might have, as Scorpio, rebellious energy, aversions against society. But here you're supposed to study society and see what you think is good and what you don't like. It's like this sliding doors moment. What do you want to keep with the society and the family structures and friendship structures and relationship structures and other social structures? What do you want to keep, and what is not longer suitable for you? And it's also fate in that meaning that you ought to have faith in your divine guides, because you seem to be very guided at this moment. It's like all eyes are on you, and to see what you are going to do next, it's like everyone is kind of holding their breath here. You have both the High Priestess and the High Priest. So the high priest it's like the library of the past experience that you have made, and it's also masculine spiritual growth, to be able to take your soul, the kundalini energy, in let it rise through your whole body and make it a channel for your soul. It's like getting that instead of this Taurus symbol, like a cobra out from your third eye, this is when your kundalini energy has really risen through your whole body. So it's about what you are scared of, and to have faith in also in those things, like be able to go somewhere where into situations that's really fearful with faith. It's something bigger than religion. It's something more courageous, and something, this is all we can do when we have no control, when we don't know the outcome. Things are a little hanging on balance, like with the Hangman and the Two of Wands. You need to put in some faith. You need to be courageous enough to just let things sometimes just go. What you want wants you, and if it's truly yours, if you let it go now, it will come back to you, maybe in the same shape or form, or in another shape or form that will be more suitable to the new level of consciousness that you will have after this journey is through, after this passage is through. The next card is coming underneath the High Priestess, number 2, and this is 21. So 2 plus 1 is the Empress again. It's very high divine feminine energies at work here. It's some karma that you are supposed to end now, and it's like this merry-go-round. You have done the same thing over and over and over again, but now with this experience that you have, you will make a leap of faith, and this will end this cycle of karma, and it will make you heighten your consciousness to a whole new level where you never have been before. And it's due to your experience, the experience you have made. It's only through those direct experience that you can be able to do this journey. So don't be sad for the bad things you have experienced in your life, or the challenges. They were there for you to start seeing what was actually going on, to wake up, and sometimes to reopen your original wound so you can heal it now. So you are walking on your highest path here, towards your highest destiny, and you're very, very much guided, and it will be a scary time where you don't know like so much how things will be, and everything will hang a little bit in the balance, but you are very much guided, and you are going to end up in a higher cycle of life. You have been going in the same cycle here, and we are supposed to spiral, like heighten our cycle all the time, but sometimes we get stuck, and humanity has been stuck for many thousands of years now, at least 2,000 years. We were unable to take the next step, and now we are supposed to. So this is also how our whole star system is going through the galaxy, like this, in a very great haste. So everything spirals. And here you have a beautiful Six of Wands to tie together the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands that you have here. Three of Wands and Six of Wands, this is twice as much. This is you riding high in glory. This is you finally understanding why you are so different, why you are not like other people, why you have this strange mind that always wants to play games and tricks and provoke and because it wants to ascend. It wants to have the different experiences, like this fun house with all those mirrors, how you're mirroring yourself in multiple persons, and now finally you find out who of them were actually you. So you have been able to align with yourself here, and this is self-love. This is believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, having self-respect. And when you become this sure, you can also have the same love for others. So it's very beautiful. The white horse, your known feelings. This started with the two brown horses, a little bit darker, like tricking and testing and playing games, and here it's controlled. It's you have this under control. You have your now you understand your instincts. You're following them with a higher sense of knowing why, instead of just playing them out like randomly in an animal kingdom. You now have like the conscious awareness of your feelings and intuition and instincts that's coming from this horse, the white horse. You also have the sign for Neptune here, high and glory. I said Uranus here with Neptune. Water, both Uranus and Neptune is very watery, but Neptune is about emotions. So holding your emotions high in victory and knowing that they are your guiding line, they are your guiding post, the stomach feeling, and also the dragon symbol again. So which dragon did you feed? Probably one that rejoiced together with the divine, because the divine is, of course, the dragons, and they are the both polarities. And you need to use like the bad dragons to be able to go into revolution and free the ones not yet freed. But you also need to be nice and be able to rule and decide with love. So they are both needed, and that's the actual answer here. So this is the temple, that's your body containing your soul, and it's Leo in Jupiter. So Leo becoming more individualistic, also needing other people, and an emperor need their people. So you want to be loved, you want to be respected, but you want to be loved and respected for the person that you actually are, true and true. So this is also a time where you need to admit to yourself who you are and stand your ground with that. So that was in the now, and here we have the future. So here we have a 10 of coins. So it seems like that farmer had a really lucky strike with harvesting his crop here. A place of value. We have Venus and Virgo and a key. So it's something with love and security and beautiful family situation. It might also be to be able to provide for your family, to have secure in finances. It's also about house and legacy and traditions and long-lasting values. So you have the Knight of Coins that is really about this, building long-lasting values. And it seems like you have succeeded here. Maybe making friends, more stable relationships, being a loyal friend so people want to stay with you. Not this fun and trick anymore, but actually using this energy to really build something. To build something where you need to invest yourself and also become vulnerable and risk failure, which is another way to kill off the ego, risking failure. Ego doesn't really like failure. It's killing me. The ego doesn't can't have those kind of feelings. So to feel failure, humiliation, shame, things like this, it's a really steel bath for the ego. So go into that with just roll around in it, and you will come out like a purified little pig afterwards with this mud bath. So you are building something here that's for the long haul, some great legacy, and really taking care of your economy, but also friendship and relatives, like those close relationships that have proven again and again in thousands of different testings that this is what's making us happy. The people, those difficult people in our lives that makes us see ourselves through our mirror. They are our mirror. So here you have been able to build something very stable within friendship and love and community that's more worth than just coming out on top and being victorious. It's because the Six of Wands is win-win situation, so win for everyone. And here's a little Page of Cups, and it comes underneath the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. So it seems like through this purification that you went through, you will come out like more pure and honest and vulnerable, because a soul that has gone down in a body has this vulnerability, because it's eternal. So it doesn't have to protect itself with this rigid shell or this armor. It can be exactly who it is because it's eternal, it's immortal. So no one can hurt you anymore because you have become your soul. So it's time to also show your vulnerability. And this is definitely the death of ego, to be able to show this Page of Cups, it's your inner child. It's like this baby that needs things and people and love and attention and appreciation, and it's like core need. It's I believe that when we ascend from this, or we die, we come to kind of heaven, and there everything is unconditional love. But when we come down on earth, it's this with contrast and dualities, and we start to doubt this, and we don't longer want to be vulnerable because it's hurting. What we need to do is, despite this resistance, to become what we already are and not hide away this anymore. The next card is the Devil, and it comes underneath the Two of Wands and the 5 Fate card. So this is 1 plus 5. It's actually the Lover, so 5, 6. The Devil is your body. It's the things that religions might have taught you to not have needs, to not have, not feel this passionate love towards the wrong person, or not be angry, or not be whatever it is that you are not supposed to be. But we see this is very similar colors to those two cards, and what you put in the shadow is still there, like everyone else can see it in spite of you. And this is like also the source of your Kundalini energy, like this strength that you have. You're supposed to be strong and rebellious, but for a good cause, like a rebel with a cause. So not just being revolutionary just because you don't want to follow rules, or just because you want to be like superior. This is something else. This is something more deep. This is where you're actually putting yourself at stake here, and risking not others, or seeing their like scared faces when you have done a trick upon them, but this trick is upon you, because it is your deepest, rootest emotions and needs that needs to come forward in a very vulnerable. Even if your knees shake a little bit, this is what you need to approach here, your own vulnerability, also your body's mortality, and all the needs that this body has, this temple. 3D, everything is being built up and erased, there's a cycle. So this temple of yours, you will only have it for such a short time. It has come together like the different cells and atoms in your body. They couldn't be there if they first haven't traveled through exploding stars to make those higher atoms that was needed to build this human body. So your body has come together as this to journey through the Milky Way and the galaxies and the universe, and come together and build your body. And this body will be here only once. So this is also respecting that body and taking care of it, and not abusing it with the wrong food or with substances that's actually just covering up for a need that's true. So if you have problems with fate and being brave, stay with that uncomfortable feeling. Stay with the discomfort instead of jumping into like eating or drinking, or not being able to be still, or not being able to you need to stay, you need to be able to stay in your here and now, however discomfort it is, or discomfortable it is. So just stay with it. You don't need to stay for such a long time. If you need to take, for me it's chocolate, so if I need to take that chocolate, maybe I need it, maybe I need magnesium, and I maybe need endorphins, but I stay with the feeling first for as long as I can. And for you it might be like just a few seconds to just be aware, okay, I want to take that drink because I want to drown this uncomfortable feeling. Next time you can say, okay, I want to take this, I want to eat something, I'm not really hungry, but I want to eat something, and I'm doing this because of this discomfortable feeling that I think is maybe hurt. So you can go on and you can still do the thing that you always do, but you can become more and more and more aware of it until you can stay with it and maybe do those exercises I have been telling you about in earlier videos with staying with emotions, finding out like if it has a momentum, if it has where it's located in your body, does it have a shape, a form, a color, taste, smell, where can you talk with it? Can you ask it, why are you here? What do you want? So sort it out instead of just jumping here a step, because it's you need to see this, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's something you have been trying to shut out. And here you need to have some faith and go into this and find out what you are all about, because there's more to you than the surface. And the next card is 8 of Swords. So what you might find is that you are acting in a way to please others, and you have also all those thoughts in your head. Scorpio, as children, you can be a little bit hard for grown-up people to really know how to raise them, because Scorpios are very you're usually very self-sufficient. You don't need other people, and yet you are very emotional and need a lot of comfort, but you also have this strong suit of not wanting to bend your head and all those things. So you might have heard a lot of stupid things about you during your lifetime, and those things that has been said, they are still there and tormenting you. But now you have taken over the role as the tormentor, thinking about like how you're supposed to be and restricting your body, the devil here. So what I want you to do is to stay with the body, stay with the hurt, stay with the discomfort, and find out what the swords are all about, one by one, and find out, okay, so this feeling I have here is because I'm afraid of this, and I'm afraid of this because this and this. You don't have to put so much thought in it in the beginning. You can just feel it. The answers will come through this exercise with staying with that feeling, and things will rise from the subconscious and give you some answers, so you will have pieces to the puzzle. But this is now a prison of your own making. You have put your body here in restriction. You are preventing it from acting natural or feel its true feelings. And it's through your feelings, as I said, that you are going to have access to the divine, through your feelings, through your thoughts, past experience and future dreams, and your soul, of course, this longing. So you can't feel this, you can't be connected with this as long as you restrain your body. So in the future there will be a time where you have to free your body and your inner child, the inner child that didn't get their needs met and needed to adjust their needs to suit the actual reality. So it were a really good reason to why you did this, why you changed yourself. But now you need to find out who you really are underneath, and maybe take the necessary decisions, or become very diplomatic and become that person, or at least communicate the words that that person have about their lives and their existence. It seems like you have lost some soul parts here that you need to go down and fetch out of prison. They are in prison. It's a web here. It's also like destiny. It might feel for you like you have a very cruel destiny, or that destiny is always cruel to you, but it's because you are stuck in this loop, because they want you to be aware, they want to mature, they want you to see this, what's going on inside of you. It's time to look what's going on inside of you. Whose voices are you hearing constantly? Sometimes it's good, you know, to have a mother to say to you, watch twice before you go over the road, and then watch 2 times more. Okay, so that's good. It will prevent you from dying. And the voice telling you, well, slow down the car. It might be good as well. But when you have things like, I'm not good enough, I hate myself, I always do this, this is always the outcome for me, no one loves me. Those thoughts you need to find out, because they are making this discomfort in your body. So go a little bit within and feel your body. the next card is 5 of Wands. So you have a 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and then 5 of Wands. So of course, this is going to make you, as I said, you put the devil in the prison for a reason. And if it's going to come out, it's going to be like unbrushed and immature, and in the state it were maybe very angry when you put it down there. So when you are going to take it up again, you are going to have to be its spokesperson, being able to tell people who you really are and what you really need and what you really feel in those different situations. Instead of just becoming angry or devilish, you are supposed to say, okay, I'm feeling very frustrated, sad, angry, whatever right now, because this is my view of this situation. This is how I feel. So you can let people see into your world, and let them see what you are struggling with. It might make it easier for them to give you some slack and say, okay, so whatever, okay, we'll fix it this way instead. 5 of Wands is, we are so different from one another, and it's very hard to communicate the way it already is. And if you are able to get to know yourself by being in your body and finding out what you are all about, and you are being able to at least know yourself, it'd be much more easier for you to sort out the conflict with others, and to do so with the grace of the 6 of Wands, because the 6 of Wands wants to make win-win situations. You can be the bigger person in those situations. You don't have to be agitated and upset. You can just be calm and be the bigger person. No one has the control over you. You don't control anyone else. You don't have to take things personally. Everyone is working from their conscious level, and you can make them more conscious due to telling them about how you work, and how what was making you tick and what you are reacting to or not, and just listen also to what they have to say. Not everyone is going to be very well with expressing themselves, but you are going to learn this yourself anyway now, and when you do, it might be helpful for others people. When you start to be very direct and clear with communicating yourself, you might teach this to others as well. So start telling the bullies or the troublesome people like exactly what you see. So I feel like you want to be on top of me now. You want to make me feel ashamed. The only thing I feel here is sadness, because we could have been friends. Try to keep things real. Like, don't go into games and plays and dramas. Try to keep things real. It seems like you are going through some needle's eye here, but you're going to be tested. That you mean business, that you really want this. It's this when we start our spiritual journey. It seems like it never ends. It's ongoing challenges that's going to make us grow and grow and grow. So we have the Cosmos here and the Fire Prince. So the Cosmos is trying to talk to this Fire Prince, that's you. So they want you to communicate. They want you to be this Fire Prince. You were here for a reason. This fire is your Kundalini that's rising here, and it has a little blockage because you are not really sure, but it wants to rise here. But the key is to let it rise, but also not let it become to a forest fire you can't put out. And it's about becoming optimistic also for other people. Like, use this fire to create instead of destroying. Use this fire, aim it to a goal which you want to obtain. Don't become destructive. Don't become like, oh, nobody loves me, I will burn the world. Instead, you say to people what you see. This is what you're doing. This is the effect it has on me. So either we go our separate ways, or we talk about this. And you have the Cosmos here, so you're truly working together with the Divine on this. So listen to your dreams. You had the Page of Coins falling out, and you also have the High Priestess here. So you're very in tune with the Divine right about now, with all those major arcana cards as well. And things are happening, are being challenging. It's for a greater good, so you don't have to worry. It's the Fate card also that you have here, really central. This is supposed to be like this. So take a deep breath and go with it. Go with the flow. Don't resist this, because it's going to happen anyway. Okay. We have the person here as well. Phobias and biblical. You might have some religious phobias or phobias about society, because you want to have, like, be connected with other people and have love and friends in your life, but in the same time you have this feeling of not rage but aversion against the society and how it has been built. You have opinions about it, or even phobias. As I said, Scorpio is a transformative ascending sign, star sign, and people being born under this are usually very revolutionary. You want to change things, and you might be afraid of doing this. It might be that you have been put to prison in many earlier lifetimes because of this work that you have been doing in the sake of human development. So it was not a bad thing that you did, and it helped people. But for you personally, it might have led to being imprisoned. So therefore you might have a lot of your strengths in prison right now because you're very scared of them. So take them up and work with them. Find out what they are all about. You are not the devil. You are the fire ignition to change. So deal with that. Okay, my dear Scorpio, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the middle of June. Okay, bye-bye.